More on CD Projekt news. CD Projekt boss says Cyberpunk 2077 crunch is not that bad and never was. Co-CEO Adam Kaczynski said in the investor call that a large portion of the development team isn't crunching at all. In May 2019, they said they are going to use more humane approach, that nobody's going to be obligated to do any crunch. If they want to do it, they can do it. That was their stance in May 2019. But when the launch came, obviously things changed. Crunch became more mandatory. Adam Borowski released this tweet. These last 6 weeks are our final sprint on a project we've all spent much of our lives on. Something we care for deeply. The majority of team understand that post, especially in light of the fact that we just spent the game to cert and every day brings us visibly closer to shipping a game we want to be proud of. This is one of the hardest decisions I ever had to make, but everyone is well compensated for every extra hour they put in. Unlike in recent years, 10% of the annual profit our company generates in 2020 will be split directly among the team. So yeah, you can throw money at them, and that's a still better policy than most developer teams do. But still, crunch is a crunch. You can't just throw money and think that crunch is all just solved. I mean, I get it, lots of people have hard life, lots of people's jobs are crunch, but that doesn't make this any better. So this is a genuine issue. This has psychological issues, this has physical issues, but this is a longer discussion that we can't have just now. Jason Schreier released last year. The bosses of CD Projekt Red approached me for an interview. They wanted to announce that for Cyberpunk 2077 they would be avoiding mandatory crunch. This week they sent out an email to staff announcing studio-wide mandatory crunch. That's what Jason Schreier said in 30 September. But in a call to investors following the delay announcement, so just recently, CD Projekt co-CEO Adam Kaczynski said crunch to the studio is not that bad and never was. He said, of course it's a story that has never been picked up by the media and some people have been crunching heavily, but a large part of the team is not crunching at all since they have finished their work. So he's basically saying lots of people have finished their work, so they are not crunching, only small part of the team is crunching. But that's the case with every developer team. There is never been a case where every single developer is crunching. So I don't know what significant he said here. It's mostly about QA and engineers, programmers, but it's not that heavy, of course. Of course he's going to say that. He's not going to say, oh, we are crunching and it's too strenuous. Of course he's not going to say that. It will be extended a bit, but we have feedback from our team. They are happy about the extra 3 weeks, so we don't see any threats regarding crunch. Of course they're going to be happy. In the end, what are they going to do? Retaliate and get fired? Nobody does that. So obviously this is, I think this is 50-50 split among people. Some people are say this crunch is not good, it's not good for psychology, it's not just good term to go forward for the game making. Some people say that lives are hard. If you want to make something good, you have to crunch, you get compensated for that. So lots of people's jobs are hard, so it's 50-50. Some people are with it, some people are with not, but overall it's not a good strategy. It creates an issue in the industry that is not good for people. More on the Cyberpunk 2077 cause and effect. Cyberpunk 2077 is now delaying other games too. This is comical. Path of Exile's December expansion is moving to January, so player won't have to choose between these two games. Because let's be honest, Cyberpunk 2077 is too big now that nobody's going to try to compete with that. So anything is in December is going to get moved either late. It's probably going to be late. Nobody's going to think that I should push it more forward. Here's the official statement they put out. We do not want to put our players in a position of having to choose between these two games, because you would not win. So we have decided to step out of the way and delay the release of Path of Exile 3.13 until January, Grinding Gear Games CEO Chris Wilson wrote in a post on the PoE forum. So obviously they are not going to compete with Cyberpunk. I highly doubt there is any company, unless the next Elder Scrolls release, nobody can compete with this. Even Elder Scrolls would have effect, so Bethesda would not do that even if they wanted to do that. So Cyberpunk is that big now. This is hilarious. Alright people, if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and show your support. This is a new channel, your support is appreciated.